Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. Alright, NASCAR Cup Series, Autotrader EchoPark Automotive, 400 from Dover International Raceway. The 107th race for the Cup Series at Dover. 400 miles, 400 laps, 3 stages, 120, 130, and 150. Fuel window, 93 to 100 laps, 9 sets of tires. Basically means you have to pit at every stage, which is what they need to do at every race. That brings in the strategy. When do you pit? You cut the stages in half. Do you do directly in half, or you do 5 laps before or 5 laps after? And Dover's at a place where, trouble can go like that. So if green flag pit stop start, say lap 55, and your goal is to run past halfway and you get a caution, you're behind everyone who just pitted. So yeah, there's so much strategy that can go into this. This pit road is one of the most difficult in NASCAR. Denny Hamlin was kind of talking about that on the Xfinity race today. Now, in the last 2 years, stage 2 has went caution free. So you can't guarantee have a caution. 3 of the last 7 races at Dover have had 5 or less cautions. 3 of the 7 races had 7 cautions. So you can look typically, 5 to 7 cautions-ish. So your 2 stage breaks plus a few other ones. And if those cautions fall at the wrong time and your green flag stops, you're screwed. Now, 24 races at Dover since the last time a pole sitter won the race. That doesn't bode well for Chase Elliott. I know he's on the pole due to the metric, but, oops. The last 5 races, only 1 winner qualified in the top 5. Only 2 winners qualified in the top 10. In the 39 races from 1969 through 1989, only 5 winners qualified outside the top 10. So there was a point in time in Dover you had to qualify in the top 10 to be able to win. We're at a point in time in Dover history now where you don't. In 12 races since stage break started, only 6 winners have qualified in the top 10. So of those 12 races since 2017, 24 stages, 24 first and second stages. Only 4 stage winners have went on to win the race. 4 times as a stage winner in 12 races went on to win the race. 3 of those were sweeps. They literally, Kevin Harvick twice and Denny Hamlin, they won both stages and won the race. Typically, stage winners don't win at Dover. Only 9 drivers have ever won a stage at Dover. Harvick 6, Truex 5, Larson, Hamlin 4, Brad Keselowski, Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, and Ross Chastain. That is it. Now, Dover is its own little unique track. It's a 1-mile high-banked concrete oval. It's bigger than Bristol. Bristol's only a half-mile. Now, when I was looking at some stats on this, I was looking at the 1-mile intermediates. And when the category under driver averages, the 1-mile intermediates is Dover, New Hampshire, Phoenix. They include Worldwide Technology Gateway there in St. Louis. It's a 1.25 mile. So it's kind of the short track, intermediate kind of track. But Darlington's a 1.33, and it's an short intermediate. So kind of different way the tracks race and everything, and the packages. I know I've walked down turn 1, the banking there at Worldwide. I thought it was pretty steep myself. Apparently it's not compared to some of these tracks. I'll be back there in September as well. I'm going to the Xfinity race, my first Xfinity race, and then the Cup race as well. So I can't wait for that. It'll be my second Cup race, second trip to Worldwide Technology. First trip was Carson Hocevar's very first Cup race. So hopefully this race, we've Carson Hocevar's very first win. On those intermediate 16 races in the next gen era, or Gen 7 era, Kyle Larson, 9.9 average finish. Ross Chastain, 10.4 with a win. Chris Buescher, 10.9. Denny Hamlin, 11.1 with a win. Ryan Blaney, 11.3. Christopher Bell, 11.7 and 4 wins. Chase Elliott, 12.5 and a win. William Byron, 13.6 and a win. Tyler Reddick, 13.9. And then Joey Logano, 14.3 and 3 wins. Now, if we just look at Dover, the 3 races in the Gen 7 car, average running position, Alex Bowman, 6.88. Denny Hamlin, 7.76. Ross Chastain, 7.96. Chase Elliott, 8.47. Ryan Blaney, 8.79. Chris Buescher, 10.38. Kyle Busch, 10.50. William Byron, 10.68. Ty Gibbs, 12.10. Ricky Stenhouse Jr., 12.76. Those are average running positions. Now, average finishes, Chase Elliott, 5.6 with a win, 5.66. Ross Chastain, also 5.66. Alex Bowman, 6.5. Remember, he missed a race because of that back injury. Denny Hamlin, 9.0 in a win. Kyle Busch, 10.66. Chris Buescher, 11.33. Ty Gibbs, 11.5. Josh Berry, Ryan Blaney, and Eric Jones each with 13.0. For NASCAR Fantasy Live, I was going to do because Hendrick typically in history runs well at this track. I was going to do all Hendrick. I know average finish, Kyle Larson's 13.3. I've used all my Larson starts already for NASCAR Fantasy Live. So I went a little bit different. I went Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Ross Chastain, Alex Bowman, and Chris Buescher, and I got Kyle Busch in the garage. On the head-to-heads, two of those are part of the in-season tournament. We have the 42 of John Hunter Nemechek versus the Cinderella story of Ty Dillon. Got to love that. And then we have the 45 of Tyler Reddick and the 54 of Ty Gibbs. I got Dillon upsetting John Hunter, which I'm a fan of both of them. So I don't really, it's like one of those things like, hey, I don't care which one wins, but I want Ty Dillon to win just to continue the upset. And then I got Tyler Reddick over Ty Gibbs, Denny Hamlin over Chase Elliott, and then Kyle Busch over Ross Chastain. I am going to note on that lawsuit and everything that's going on right now. So the 6 teams, Front Row Motorsports 2311, all 6 teams are considered open teams. For those of you who don't understand what open means, they are not guaranteed a starting spot. Now, so if 41 cars show up, typically 36 charter cars are guaranteed a starting spot, and then the 5 open cars all run for 4 spots. So now with this going on, 30 cars are guaranteed to start, and then any open cars run for a position. Now, when it comes to those open cars, basically whoever qualifies, the last qualifier is out. When it rains and they have to set the points by the rule book, the metric, owner points play a factor. So even if there was 50 cars at Dover this weekend, the 2311, the 45, and the 23 would not miss. More than likely, because these teams have ran all year, none of these 6 teams would miss the race. The only time it's going to be a factor is, I know somebody pointed out Chicago, Corey Heim ended up DQing, or did not qualify, and Bubba spun in practice. Here's the thing. In that scenario, I love those, well, Bubba would have missed the race. Do you really think 2311 would have let the guy who, he didn't qualify, let's just go with that, miss a race and have their 4th team make the race? Do you honestly think that people at 2311 are that stupid? They're not. I don't really see this being a big deal, especially for the 45 and the 23. I don't think it's going to be a big deal for any of the 16, to be honest with you. But you just never know. There's ways around it. And everybody got pissed off when they did the Catherine Legge in the Xfinity Series when she bought a ride. Go back in the history of the sport. That's happened multiple times. I said it then, I'll say it again. I remember the one that comes to mind right away is a Daytona where Front Row Joe Nemechek driving for Felix Tabata's 42 Bell South missed the race. They bought, I think it was Phil Barkdahl was driving, I wanted to say the 72 for some reason. But whatever car Phil Barkdahl was driving, Phil Barkdahl made the race. They literally rewrapped that thing with Phil Barkdahl's number in Bell South sponsorship. So I'm not too concerned with them missing races. I'm just concerned what's going to happen at the end of this. What I would like to see happen, the two sides come together. I think one of the big stickling points is the permanent charters. So NASCAR did say they not, because initially it was like, we can sell your charters, And then they went, whoa, 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 yeah, that's a problem. Now that the injunction said they can technically, NASCAR said they will not do anything with those chargers until the hearing. But what does that mean now? So if 2311 and Front Row win the lawsuit, do they automatically get those chargers back? If they lose, I know they get the opportunity to buy them, but here's the problem. NASCAR didn't sell charters to start out with. NASCAR gave the charters to the 36 teams that ran every race for 3 years. So if 2311 and Front Row have to buy these charters back from NASCAR, where does the money go? So that's going to be interesting to see how the lawsuit is. I actually think that the teams will win. Kind of hoping it will. We'll see what happens. All right, points. 20 races down, 6 to go, 12 different winners. Can we get to 18? We've been saying that for weeks now. Mathematically we can, but you never know. Right now, William Byron with a win, Chase Elliott with a win, Kyle Larson 3 wins, Tyler Reddick plus 149, Denny Hamlin and Christopher Bell each with 3 wins, Ryan Blaney, Chase Briscoe, Ross Chastain each with a win, 10th in points Chris Buescher plus 34, Logano with a win, Alex Bowman plus 32, 13th Bubba Wallace plus 3. Holy fucking shit, that's close. Last week it was plus 2 for Bubba. The week before that it was plus 23. The week before that it was plus 29. Yeah, this is starting to suck. Plus 57 the week before that. Plus 61 the week before that. Plus 58 the week before that. Plus 59. And the week before that was plus 66 going into the 600. So yeah, it has been a major downfall for that 23 team. I definitely hate it. I don't know what I hate worse, the downfall for the 23 right now, or just the garbage trash online that people say when anything about Bubba Wallace. Say you're racist without saying you're racist. And I know people like, you don't have to be racist to hate Bubba Wallace, but to call him a racist piece of shit, you do have to be racist. I'm sorry, to bring up race, you gotta be racist. But whatever. I hate it for him. Hopefully they can turn it around in the next 6 races and make the playoffs. We just don't need anybody below that winning. -3, Ryan Preece. Now, if he wants to blow up and just, finish last, that'd be great. I'd be all for that. Maybe he can finish 36th, and then Larson can finish 35th. That'd be pretty awesome. Kyle Busch, -37. He's closing in. He does have an opportunity to point his way in. A win would help. The Dinger, AJ Allmendinger, 16th, -50. Ty Gibbs, -60. 18th right now, Eric Jones, -68. 19th in points, Michael McDowell, -70. Austin Cindric and Josh Berry each with a win. John Hunter, -85. Ricky Stenhouse, -91. Carson Husqvarna, -96. Zane Smith, -96. Shane Van Gisbergen, 3 wins, 26th in points. And then Brad Keselowski, -136. Austin Dillon, Daniel Suarez, Todd Gillen in the top 30. Ty Dillon, Justin Haley, Noah Gragson, Cole Custer, Riley Herbst, and Cody Ware round out the top 36. All this complaints about Shane Van Gisbergen with 3 wins making the playoffs. Here's the thing, folks. You're not going to luck your way through 3 races. You're not going to luck your way through getting them from the round of 16 to the round of 12. Now, he's going to have obviously some playoff points, but not enough to luck his way through 3 races. If he was get to the first round and gets to the round of 12, I love Brad Gilley this morning. To listen to him, he's talking about that. They're entering into qualifying. What if he gets to the round of 12? The Roval ends the round of 12. Holy shit! And he's just doing all this what if. It's like, oh my god, dude, let's not go there. I'm a Shane Van Gisbergen fan. I love what he brings to the sport. I love the fact that this guy not only moved countries, moved halfway around the world to challenge himself, to race in another series in another country because he wanted to see how good he was. He came here, raced the Chicago Street Race. We couldn't even pronounce his name back then. I did a video about him then. You can go back and look it up if you want. And where he came from and his wins and whatnot. And they got millions of views. It was retarded how many views it got, and how many comments from people in New Zealand, from people in Australia, and talking about how good he was, and sending me links of beach supercar races and whatnot. Dude, people, we know how good this guy is. He is unbelievable. Yeah, he's still learning ovals, but damn. This is what he brought in here for, is to win road course races. He's won 3 in a row. Yes, he's going to make the playoffs this year. Is he going to go far? Probably not. But the thing is, what some folks want, they want the 90s back. They want an era of NASCAR where you could not cheat, manipulate things, or you could change things, or work outside the rule book, and you can do this and get this advantage and all that. Guess what? The crew chiefs that did all that stuff rule booked the hell out of the sport. I'm sorry, they did. The innovators. They innovated so much. There's a rule for shit now. You have to have rules. I'm sorry. You cannot have rules, have no rules. You have to have rules to have, to justify what you're doing. There has to be rules, period. There's been rules in this sport since day one. Day one, there was rules. The very first winner was disqualified for illegal springs. The very first rule book was a single piece of paper. The rule book today is about that thick, I think. I've been hearing. And no, fans don't need a copy of the rule book. I'm sorry, they don't. The teams have it. That's all that matters. But, I don't know. I'm all for it. I like stage racing. I like the playoffs. I know some people don't. I do have an idea for the playoffs, and I've said this, did a video about this, and I'll say it here. My idea for the playoffs would be keep the winning you're in. Some of you hate that, but that's fine. Keep the winning in, but top 15 in points. This is part of this is actually Richard Petty's idea. Top 15 in points are locked into the playoffs, and any additional winners. So right now, the top 15 in points. So beyond who we already know is locked in with the wins. So top 15 in points, which right now Kyle Busch is 15th, and any additional winners. So Cedric Berry and Shane Van Gisbergen. So you have 18 in the first round as of right now. You run 3 races. No reset. Mind you, no reset here. You run 3 races, the bottom 4 get, you won 3 races, the top 12 move on. You run 3 races, the top 8 move on. You run 3 races, the top 4 move on. Once you get to the final 4, you reset with bonus points for the whole season. So every single bonus point you earn up to that point, when you make that final 4, you get reset. Boom, 4. So yeah, you might have somebody with 50 points more than the second place because of bonus points. That's fine. You're never going to accumulate so many bonus points that you already clinched the championship. You're not going to have that many more bonus points than the next guy. But that way your whole season goes into that last race as well. Once you're eliminated from the playoffs, you go to wherever you would fall. So let's say Shane Van Gisbergen, in my playoff thing, top 15 plus any winners, he's part of the top 18 and makes it. He's eliminated after the first round. He falls to 24th, 25th, 27th, wherever he would fall. The only people that get locked in is the top 8. So you have kind of that, you still have the one in you're in, you still have the initial reset for the playoffs, you have kind of the chase format next, no more resets until the final 4. Just my idea. Alright, one other thing I wanted to note. There's been so much talk in the last couple of years about Corey LaJoie and Justin Haley, and how Corey lost his ride to Justin Haley, and Corey LaJoie was the worst NASCAR driver in the history of racing, and all the stuff that he always said. In 23, Corey LaJoie finished 25th in points. In 24, Corey finished 33rd, which that was mostly with Rick Rowe Racing and with Spire. Justin Haley is currently 32nd in points. It wasn't a driver issue. Just going to throw that out there. His teammates are 19th and 24th. So yeah, the 7 car wasn't the driver. Anyway, the 4 picks to win the Autotrader EchoPark Automotive 400 from Dover: Denny Hamlin, Chase Elliott, Alex Bowman, and Ross Chastain. I don't want Bowman to win because I hate what happened in Chicago, but since Bubba got over it, I'll get over it. I want Bowman to win because he's a new winner. 13th new winner of the year, that'd be awesome. All right, as always, thanks for watching the Average Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spiffy day. Average Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.